one in. You know what? I personally, there's been so much going on. I almost wasn't gonna comment on this situation, but then again I said, yeah, you know what? F that. Man's got to talk about it, because literally this could be the beginning of the end. It could be the beginning of the end. And you see me, I'm a patient guy, you know. I'm a patient guy. I tell certain people things and it's like they don't hear what I'm saying. I said to certain Chelsea man years ago, about 2007, you man, because you ain't got no soul, you ain't got no proper morals and values as a club. When this man gets up and goes, you're effed. You're effed, because you ain't got no proper culture at this club. It's reflected in how they deal with their managers. You know, you sack a man. To me, when you had Mourinho, Pete Mourinho, I think it's absolutely crazy to sack him. Now, people are going to say, you're chatting shit because look how much trophies they won. Yeah, it's cool, but I'm an old romantic when it comes to football. I look at building up a club, building up the base, building it, having a core, having values, having a reason, a purpose. Like, to me, the way Chelsea's run, any man could support that team, because there's no if someone said, why do you support Chelsea? Listen, if you don't live on Fulham Broadway, on the King's Road, you know what I mean? If you don't live around Earl's Court Road where the C3 goes, you know what I mean? The C3 bus, Sands End, World's End. If you don't live around there, because the people around there could say, yeah, you know what, I support my local team, right? Because you got local fans, and then you just got fans that follow the team because of, you know, they like the style of the club or whatever else. I'm saying, if you ain't a local from the end, why do you support Chelsea outside of their just glory chasing? You know what I'm saying? They ain't got a style of play that you're like, oh, that's the Chelsea way. They ain't got that. They haven't got pedigree in competitions prior to Abramovich where you're like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? You got them old school man from Kent who will talk to you about Chopper Harris and all that. And they're the ones that I told you that love John Terry. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You got that fan base, and I know who they are. I'm talking about the young Chelsea fans that I see, who I see them wearing the shirts and I'm like, okay, you support Chelsea, but I don't know, outside of, yeah, they won the Premier Leagues and what do you support them for? So now that Abramovich is gone, who are you going to support now? That's what I'm saying. If you're one of them plastic fans, who are you going to support? Because Chelsea don't have a culture. They don't. When do you see any of their old players come back? I don't ever see none of their players come back. You know what I mean? I don't see their players come back, like just rolling at the club, just hanging out at the club. I don't see that. Even Lampard I don't see coming down there. Apart from when he took the managerial position, I don't see the man down there. You know what I mean? Torres, Kejman, Essien. I don't see them, man. You know what I mean? But at times you'll see shots and there's people in the Liverpool crowd coming back to the team. The fans still love them. They're still invited. Chelsea don't have that. So when you don't have a core, I'm saying to you, Abramovich leaving, you're effed. You want to hope that some Saudis come in, because they're the ones that's got the deep pockets now. You don't want American owners, I'm telling you. You don't want that. If you want the success that you've been having, which is buying it every year, you don't want American owners. So I'm saying, unless some Saudis come in and rescue you now, you're effed. I want to see where they go from here. I'm really intrigued to see how Chelsea end up without this man bankrolling it. You know what I mean? Interesting. Very interesting. So, man's got to sell up. We don't know who's going to buy it. What's their transfer policy going to be now? Are they going to help the youth? Are they going to call back all them players on loan? Like, what is the forward strategy for Chelsea Football Club? Do you know what I mean? What is it? I'm very, very intrigued how this is going to end. Very intrigued. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. I'm not even going to talk about all the political stuff that's caused this, because that's another matter altogether. You know what I mean? But just from the football perspective, I'm interested. Watch this space. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because this is going to be a madness. Trust me. Do you remember what Chelsea were like back in the day when they had Ken Bates? You know what I mean? You've got to look at this team. They went from having Gavin Peacock to Shevchenko in a couple of seasons. So now, are they going to go back to having, like, I don't know, are they going to have to pull in John Joe Shelby from Newcastle? You know what I mean? And pick up some championship players for cheap, because I don't know how this club's going to run. I'm so interested. Yeah, and I sound like a hater and that I'm salty, I'm bitter. Yeah, I don't like you lot. I don't like Chelsea, straight up. I never will. So, you know what I mean? Because like I said to you all the time, after the way I see you lot celebrate John Terry, I don't check for Chelsea, period. I don't get why certain men support them after all of that, but so be it. So be it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. Let's see if this team crumbles or if they go from strength to strength. Let's see. Watch this space. But what you can't deny, before I go, what you can't deny is that Abramovich made a big difference to this team. You know what I mean? You've got to say that. Under him, you lot smashed it. You smashed it. You know what I mean? You won all the trophies that he was after. You've done it. Club's on the map. Still ain't got the global fan base, unfortunately. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes, isn't it? But yeah, you got all the trophies. Some of you got pictures with the cups. Get used to those pictures, because I don't think it's going to be happening in the next 5 to 10 years. I think your run's done. But let's see. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know, what do you think of this Chelsea situation? What do you think? Do you think it's over for Chelsea? Or do you think someone else is just going to back it? Back the ting, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Keep the juggernaut going. Yeah, let's see. Peace.